one end so that you can kind of. The both teams warm up. Yeah. Still not here. They played a lot of games though last week.
Yeah.
They played, I think, every other day.
Yeah, trying to make things up.
Yeah, we were fortunate on that one Nicholson. I mean, it stinks that we lost to Lion Mountain.
We were on our third day that day, weren't we? Or our fourth, that was a big week.
How you doing? Good.
Who are you here to root for?
Susquenita.
Okay. Abigail Liddick, Samantha Schreiber. I think she started for someone else today. I think it was her. Elizabeth Harbold. Zia Gokenow. Okay. Rachel Socia. Haley Zettelmoyer. Gabby Kitchman. Elena Kitchman. Madison Blyler. Michaela Nicholson. Mara Bradman. Chris Magnus. Ellis Wexler. Wexler. There was a roundabout from. Oh, is there another?
No.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, did you say it's
That
terrible?
we're struggling to pronounce it.
Gokenow.
Gokenow.
Really the only one left. Socia.
You must be the one that checked.
Yeah, Showstop. She was sick. She must, I'm guessing she wasn't in school. Hello there.
Oh, that's a big.
Yeah, I got an email because I had gotten lost as far as Jessica. I was glad. Could have sent something.
Dedicated fans that showed up.
I think they might be able to help you with the DJ. I want to make sure I don't mess them up. Good. Carly Barrett, Carly Beaver, Lily Swartz, Thea Neiman.
Yep,
I
that's
spelled
indeed good. Yep, that's good.
Lily Fahadi. Kristen Vogel, Claire Dyer, Leah Sankey, Elizabeth, Addison Dubrow. Dubray.
D-R-E-Y. Hey. Good. How
Hi,
are you?
Todd. Caleb Ford.
Dre.
Dubray. It's the only one of me. And then it's Val and Christian. I think I'm good.
All right.
Val, are they going?
I think Val's the head coach.
I think Val's the
Val's the
head
head coach and
Val's the head
one's
coach.
just
Yeah.
Val the rest. Let them find out.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Kudray. D-R-E-Y. Put D-R-E-Y at the end.
Dre.
I think if we were in France, it would be Coudreau. But then what do I know?
We're Curry County.
What's it difference?
I guess this is Dauphin County.
Yeah, we're a dog. Dre, what's that? Yeah, Val and Christian. Yeah, I don't think their coaches were on the roster. I had gotten an email from her. Her name's actually Valeria or something like that. Stressful, right? Only writing it down. Just Oscars, I'm guessing Todd was just good Susquenita
Our
got.
test run, buddy. We're
yeah.
gonna have, we may have 3 cameras.
What's that?
Don't get too excited, but we're thinking,
Oh,
it's gonna
you're
work.
excited.
We're hoping that,
Reseeding
yeah,
some
we're
of
thinking
it.
we got it figured out.
And
So
I
we're
was seeing
running
that
3
reseeding
cameras.
some of the fairways. You hadn't been on it. It's hard.
Trophy Sports Network history.
History is being made right in
Fungus
front
is
of us.
spread over the fairways and the greens.
And we got these little guys now to help our guys out so they can just watch it there. So have a little screen at the top.
Hard crust on the fairways. And then the greens all died out. There's nothing but dirt on it. I haven't
Great.
played there twice in the last 6 weeks.
We're hoping it smells
Haven't
like
been on it recently.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about after the game,
I'm going to close it
the
for 2
presentation.
weeks.
Yes.
But maybe
Here's the
longer.
trophy.
I wasn't real impressed
And we've
over
been
at
away, but
Susquenita
I
last
assume
year
it's
for
gonna
the
be
girls' championship. I always make the
They-
girls stand and
They shouldn't leave people
respectful
wanted to get the grade.
and Scott was there. So he just walked over and gave it to Kevin, and I don't even know if anybody said anything.
So I think the only,
We'll,
I think the only.
I said to him, I said, is that
Girls
the
and boys are here. What
presentation?
I'll try and do is make sure both ADs know, like, once we get going, I'll take these down and put them
Let's see.
by the
Okay.
trainer. And then she'll be having, this is how Max volleyball goes.
And Max
Yeah,
Man.
Do you know who's presenting the ADs for that?
Typically, they,
And a name I
Me?
don't know, don't remember. A
Even
guy from
sometimes
Baltimore,
he said he
plumber,
he had me, I'm like, look, I don't
business. It's a friend of
more meetings
Mark.
come from their athletic director.
So I think with him out, I don't know if they read him or not.
Yeah.
But I think,
I'll take it from anybody.
I think a lot of I think.
The ADs here will have
Just
one
good.
presenting.
So towards the
I
end of
think
the
all
game,
papers
if
have
you're
been
not up
signed
here,
and
or what is,
I'll be here.
if not, technically,
I'm gonna leave at the beginning of the first game, but I'll be back.
The left kicker lady who would be working out there, if they were gonna close for breakfast, they were not business.
45.
Now whether they're getting any lunch business or dinner business. They, you know, it's always easy to second guess somebody.
and if we can start.
It makes you, I think, two businesses over. One,
Like, right at the
spent
end
money
of
they
one.
didn't have.
Right.
And
Not
Sherman's
insurance
told me
money.
to marry, start talking.
And we're going on the assumption.
So I wait till they're done. And then we're starting at 7. Keeping us after.
That's my opinion, and I think that's the opinion of a lot of people. I don't want it to, I'm getting older.
I have it on here.
I think so too, because that way we'll both stand up.
I ain't got time for that. I gotta do the watch.
And the Dr. Prosser are right, and I went to all the meetings that they had, you know, at the end there. And I did ask Bobby Rule, well, if this transfer takes place, what are we looking at for tenure time? And he said,
I just
minimum
report
will
this
be 4 years.
So,
And he says they're making money to stay longer. But they're gonna have to spend some money to get it back. You saw where they ripped all the barn foundation down. I think we were talking about eventually taking money.
oh yeah.
How are you?
Putting a pavilion there, and then where the pavilion is, making that, close that in and
Yep,
make that
look at that. Look, it even says extra rock.
storage area.
Beautiful. I figured I'd run a couple. Just the need is a little tricky.
Golf carts, they might as well take them over there.
There's East Juniata. I want to know their position.
Our parking lot. Dirt,
One
and
blue jet.
then I'll stuff like that.
There's a little tricky. They went on the two days.
That's where they've been sitting. Now, what they plan to do with it this winter, I don't know. But they're just gonna leave them sit there now.
Well, theirs
Or
was,
no, last night.
yeah. Theirs was the last one.
The liquor license, they long ago, selling of booze and alcohol and stuff like that. And I think Bob rugby rules. What he
So you already done that because I emailed them.
I like this kind of weather.
Welcome to the,
trying to be fair and honest. I don't see any
welcome to the club.
misleading. But there wasn't a whole lot.
So had you asked them before yesterday?
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
Well, I emailed them all the
Oh, I know.
athletic
This
directors.
is my favorite.
I guess there was one farmer somewhere that
Tuesday was the last
I got
one.
them all in.
buy it. When you
The
think
Greenwood,
about that,
the Greenwood.
a lot of them were placed back there.
Greenwood actually does a shoot every game.
13 west, 14
Yeah.
due west,
Then they list,
Yes.
and they're listed numerically.
down to the
And they're
bottom
also
due
listed
west.
numerically.
Some of these things
Part
are
of three, part of eight.
And it's not red.
Ever see a football roster
that's not numerical.
I was something though.
I don't know why.
It's like we know their faces.
Mountain View at Boulsburg.
I don't get it.
Well,
Can't even see their faces.
Scott Ocker told me that Dolphin Highland was really in good shape.
Get through it. 3 more football.
Well, I've heard, I don't know anything
care
about
what the
Middleburg. I know there's some guys who've been going over there, but I don't know what kind of shape it's in. It looks good from the road. I like Middleburg. It's almost like playing two courses. You know, between the front and the back. But you know, they cut a lot of the trees out. Yeah. Well, you were hit the ball far. You were pretty good. I'm glad that if I don't hit it straight, I'm in trouble because I lost a lot of distance with my aim. Yeah. So I just try to get the target down straight. We went up to, my daughter lives in Massachusetts, and they took a trip, so we went up and stayed with my granddaughter, who's a sophomore up there in high school, and we went up and stayed with her for a week.
Parked out. I'm like, I can't roll it because it's full spot.
You should have told me
So I did was
we
haul her around.
put down here.
And we're leaving.
Being later.
No, I didn't charge her. She'd have been in
I
debt
did
big
tell her I
time.
would stay for both.
Then we're leaving Saturday.
And they still need to put down.
We'll come down there this week.
Yeah, they said you're here for the girls team, right? I was like, yeah. So they put down there. So they're
You
gonna
ever hear of Lakeland?
Yeah,
Winterhaven?
just like, hey,
You know where we're
and
landing.
today she said the park down there, and I'm like,
About
oh, I can't go into the money park first. Well, that's, so they opened up the gate. I said, yeah, I'll stay for both gates. Don't do me any good.
oh, real close. Real close. Who
You
was
must
that?
have charge.
Oh, actually, our address is Winter Haven, but it should be Haines City, as close as we are to it. No kidding.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the course. There was a course, they played one of them, and they played the ballpark.
I wonder what the course was, because I travel around down there.
And Diamondbacks were across the street.
Diamondback's closed. It's not anymore. That used to be a top-notch golf
I
course.
thought they would charge for it again.
There's like two courses.
Yeah, the Greenleaf's out there. That's suspect.
One of them was going under.
A Diamondback, what is a Diamondback? That's, you couldn't even tell there was a golf course here.
They were shutting one of the Greenleaf ones down. and the last
Oh, no, I
one was
just
down.
Greenleaf had two of them, and I think maybe there was just one function. We're at a
What's
place
the money they said about
not very far from there. It's called Four Lakes. And when you go through Haines
that
City,
was like the dollar.
you know, on 27 heading south, it's on the right. You got to go off back in. I wanted to get off away from the traffic. And the 27 in January we had a mess. But it's nice and quiet.
They don't want people. They don't want
Golf course.
want to start to attend all
A lot of the golf courses down there are short. I
So
think
that's what she said. That's
people.
requirements like
I think it's
TVAA or
5,000
something.
but it's tight. It's really
Charge
tight.
that much. So I said, I wish I would have known that. I would have had one of the kids get tickets to school. So they'll be cheaper. And they
Closer
said
to Orlando,
it didn't matter.
it's nicer.
TVAA.
January, it might jump up in price. Yeah, it's a pretty good trip. I still drive. I think 2 days to drive down. Drive down to Fort Winsford, Georgia on Saturday. And that only gives us about 4.5 hours.
Are you on a camera tonight? Are you a camera woman today?
But his day's supposed to cool off. I'm not actually back tonight. It's after the summer. So you work at Nashville? Where at? Where? Okay. General or civil or what? So you're like Jimmy Hibbs is Turnpike. Hanson Bridges had earlier. Okay, because I thought he had told you that. Are you busy? Do you do a lot of private contracting for the state then?
Yeah.
So do you work right out of an office or you out on the road?
Ladies and gentlemen, do you or someone you know have what it takes to be a PIAA official? The Tri-Valley chapter of PIAA soccer officials is looking for quality, level-headed persons with a knowledge of the game to join their chapter. Officiating even just 1 or 2 days a week would be a great help to the chapter. Why officiate high school soccer? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up playing. For others, it's a way to stay involved in a game they love and pay it forward by officiating for the student athletes who play the game today. It's also a great way to stay active, work with and make new friends, and make a little extra money. No matter what the reasons, it boils down to one: the love of the game. Find your reasons. Go to the Tri-Valley chapter of PIAA page or use Facebook Messenger and send a message indicating your interest in officiating high school soccer. A member of the PIAA soccer officials will respond to your message and share additional information with you on how to become a PIAA official.
Well, yeah, unless somebody comes out and tells you not to. Excuse me. That's what he said. He texted me and said, do you want sun and wind or shade and no wind? I said, well, it's not going to stay sunny for long, so I guess no wind.
How much age difference is there in you like Adam did? That's the same year. You're a state champ in wrestling. You're better than you are.
How was your trip? So drove an hour to Seven Springs, 3+ hours to get here. I'm tired. I was tugging some Facebook pictures last night, and my boss is my Facebook friend. So I was waiting to be asked about it today, and I was not. I'm not sure if she checked Facebook or not. I told her I had the trip came up, and before National Society was out, before the soccer games were out, whatever. So then whenever all the trips came back, I thought, well, I'm missing everything. And I couldn't get out on Wednesday. So I just told her there was a bunch of stuff that came up since this trip was scheduled, including National Honor Society. Oh, you can't miss National Honor Society. You leave at 2 o'clock on Thursday. I'll do that. Because I said, I would have been honest with her, but to tell her it's like the league championship, and then to play for 4 more weeks, like she's not a sports person. Because she would think that's not even it. And then when we have a 4 o'clock game next week, she's going to say, now, are you not kidding me? Like, she wouldn't have gotten it. I'm not feeling the best about it. But, you know. I didn't think you had to explain stuff. I know. I got to my hotel room last night. I started looking through pictures. I got Facebook, and I'm like, guess what? I got good enough.
like the National Art Society thing was much of a production as quick as it was home. It really lasts like half an hour.
You really love it. And not just hang out. Till they get tired of being parents.
Hello and welcome everyone to Trojan Stadium and Veterans Memorial Field, where tonight we will crown not one but two Tri-Valley Athletic Association champions. Game 1 features the defending champion East Juniata Tigers and the Blackhawks of Susquenita in the girls' championship game, while the nightcap will be a battle between the Halifax Wildcats and the defending champs Wildcats of Greenwood for the boys' championship. As a reminder to all spectators, this facility and all district property is a non-smoking, non-tobacco use, and non-alcohol use environment. The Upper Dauphin Area School District has also implemented a spectator conduct policy. All fans are reminded that they are not allowed on the players' side of the field before, during, or after the contest. Failure to abide by these policies may lead to your dismissal from this event. In an effort to keep our facilities clean, please place your trash in the containers that are provided throughout this facility. We thank you for your cooperation, and please enjoy this evening's championship contest.
Hey, Chuck.
bet you get that kind of camera.
Yeah, then you hold it still, wouldn't you? They're all sour.
They're not that sour. Remember we had them before? What? Yeah. I think she went to get a hot shower.
Peace, Eddie.
Are they the same flavor? But yours says sour green apple, mine is sour lemon. I'm gonna call on you, Mom.
Okay. Okay.
Playing up there.
Okay.
Right there, you can see
Again, Upper Dauphin area proudly welcomes fans from both Susquenita and East Juniata for tonight's soccer matches. At this time, let's meet the starting lineups for the TVAA Girls Soccer Championship game. First, for Susquenita, who will be the guests on the scoreboard and come into this game as the champions of the South Division with a league record of 6-6. A senior midfielder, number 3, Abigail Liddick. Wearing number 6, a senior, Samatha Schreiber. A sophomore defenseman, number 7, Elizabeth Harbold. A midfielder wearing number 8, sophomore, Zia Gokenauer. A junior defenseman, number 13, Rachel Socio. A senior sweeper, wearing number 15, Haley Zettelmoyer. A striker, number 16, sophomore, Gabby Kitchman. Freshman sweeper, number 19, Elena Kitchman. Midfielder, number 20, sophomore, Madison Blyler. And a sophomore forward, number 21, Michaela Nicholson. In goal, sophomore Mara Bradney. Susquenita Lady Blackhawks, head coach Chris Magnus and assistant coach Kellis Wetschler. Next, let's meet the starters for East Juniata, who will be the home team on the scoreboard and come into this game as the North Division champions, sporting a perfect 12-0 record. Defenseman wearing number 3, sophomore Carly Barrick. Defenseman number 6, junior Madison McDonald. Also playing defense, senior number 7, Carly Beaver. Senior forward number 8, Haley Swartz. Junior wearing number 9, a forward, Thea Neiman. Also a forward, sophomore number 10, Kirsten Fogel. Junior defenseman number 11, Claire Geyer. A midfielder, number 19, sophomore Leah Sankey. She's a senior wearing number 30, defenseman Alyssa Hibbs. Midfielder number 33, she's a senior too, Madison Coudray. And backing goal, senior Kayla Forey. The head coach for the East Juniata Lady Tigers is Val Dressler, assisted by Christian Dressler. At this time, we ask that everyone please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to tonight's contest between the Blackhawks of Susquenita and the East Juniata Tigers for this TVAA championship game. My name is Colton Kessner. Alongside of me is my broadcast partner, Maddie Miller. Maddie, what are you expecting for this game tonight?
Well, let's see. East Juniata is undefeated currently. They're just a powerhouse, so Susquenita is going to have to play hard to try to keep up with the Tigers.
You've had a couple run-ins with these teams. What do you think will be the strengths and weaknesses of each team?
A strength of East Juniata is definitely that they're quick and they shoot shots that are very far outside the 18.
Good luck, ladies.
They're very accurate with their shots as well. Susquenita is a very quick team, and they play very good through balls, so that's their strength.
Well, looking at the leaderboard here, East Juniata just runs it, as we have Haley Swartz as the leading goal scorer in the league with 27, and right behind her is Kirsten Fogel, also a member of East Juniata with 22 goals. So we're going to see a lot of these key players in the league on this one team against this Susquenita team, who at the moment, they finished 8-10 in the league. 8-10 overall, 6-6 in the league. East Juniata finishing 12-0 in the league. So a little lopsided match here. See if Susquenita would be able to pull away and be in this matchup with East Juniata. The first kickoff was underway tonight, as East Juniata is just controlling the field so far, just shortly into the first half. Playing a lot of possession here early. Haven't seen a turnover yet. But Maddie, you know with soccer, turnovers are a very easy thing to have, very easy thing to get.
Yep.
So we'll see if East Juniata can keep possession here, score an early goal, get in the Blackhawks' head with a big victory. As this would be a championship in a row, as they won TVAA's championship last year as well. There was a foul there on the Tigers. It will be a free kick from Susquenita. Right away, as East Juniata's fighting with that ball, they regain possession. And that'll be a touch out of bounds. Blackhawk throw-in.
Currently, it looks like East Juniata's goalie only has 3 goals against her and 24 saves. That's very good by the East Juniata goalie.
Then we look at Susquenita, which is Mara Bradney. She has 87 saves and 27 goals against. That's roughly a 76% save percentage. But don't forget, Kayla Forey didn't take nearly as many shots as Mara did. So we'll see if Susquenita can take a bunch of shots on Forey down there. She might jump off her guard a little bit.
Another thing about the Susquenita team is just about 2 weeks ago, they were down 4 starters. And it looks like now they have a couple of them back. So that should help them out a lot here in this game.
Fortunately, they do have one out this game due to a sickness. But they do have their 10 normal starters. So.
They do have number 8 back, Zia Gochnar.
Gochnar,
yeah. They have her back. She was out with a knee injury a couple weeks ago, but she's playing. And that is a East Juniata goal. We're 4 minutes into the first quarter, the first half of the game, and East Juniata is up 1-0.
East Juniata goal by number 10, sophomore Kirsten Fogel.
Well, there's Kirsten Fogel. You've heard her name already this game. She is second on the leaderboard for goals, starting the game with 22. That'll put her at 23. Remember, these are league games. So this East Juniata powerhouse coming out early to score that first goal. A lot of motivation for them as they're looking to find their way in a higher spot than the league championship. So right after this Susquenita kickoff, the Tigers regain possession. They're just controlling this midfield all day long.
Last year, East Juniata finished 4th in the state. So I bet they're hoping to repeat that and go even further. Maybe win states altogether.
So East Juniata team is extremely talented, so we'll see how far they go this year. But
they have some young girls too. Looks like they have 3 sophomores that start.
Sometimes that's a little uncommon. In this case, they lost quite a few. They don't have too many seniors starting this year.
They have 5.
Oh, I'm sorry, they do have quite a few. But no freshmen. A lot of teams you might see 1 freshman starting, maybe even 2, but none for East Juniata. I know you guys played them about a week back, and they came out very strong, as that was a big deficit.
It was 12-0.
Well, East Juniata is definitely pushing to get goals up on this scoreboard early. Quicker they score, less confidence Susquenita has to catch up to them. So we'll see if East Juniata can just be the powerhouse on this field right now.
East Juniata, if you look at them play, they form triangles all over the field and just pass around the defense.
I was watching their warm-ups. They did a lot of passing drills, moving, always moving, and it really helps when it comes game time. So
Sam Schreibler trying to keep the ball in there.
I remember I did say earlier that East Juniata kind of rules the league leaderboard. If we look here, they have 4 assist leaders. Thea Nyman, Neiman, who is ranked number 1, Leah Sankey, Kirsten Fogel, and Paige Chrisman. Top 4 assist leaders on the leaderboard. That helps along with Haley Swartz's goals, Kirsten Fogel's goals. So a lot of teamwork by the Tigers. If we do look at their league stats, in the league they have 117 goals scored with only 3 allowed, 2 of which were to Line Mountain just the other day. That was a 6-2 game. Line Mountain finished 9-3 in the league, so pretty good record for them. East Juniata just coming out on top.
Overall, East Juniata scored 144 goals and only allowed 8.
144 goals. That's just about double of Line Mountain. So we haven't seen too many shots from the Tigers yet this game. They've taken quite a few, only have 1 goal so far. But they've been keeping it in the Black Hawks side of the field, mainly in this first 8 minutes of the game.
Susquenita looks like they have everybody back trying to defend their goal.
That was a shot, looks like Haley Swartz it might have been Madison McDonald, I believe so. Took a shot, got it inside netting on the outside of the goal. Susquenita clearing the ball out early. East Juniata just dominating on the Blackhawks side of the field. Like we mentioned earlier, they do have great passing.
They switch the field very well too.
You don't see too many bad passes, and you see big switches on the field. Great way to stay spread, and a great way to get the Blackhawks out of defensive positioning.
A lot of things that their players do too is they'll send the ball to the corner, and a girl will just go far deep in the corner and do like a pullback move, simple move, and send it in. And there's always 4 or 5 girls there waiting to finish.
So definitely well coached by the Tigers. You can tell by that. And like I said with the throw-ins, East Juniata just get tons of them as the Blackhawks just try to clear it out, get it away. Be Carly Beaver taking most of the East Juniata throw-ins, definitely on the bottom half of your screen.
East Juniata doesn't do too many far passes too. They do quick, short passes, and that's how they get their way up the field.
Well, that ball will enter East Juniata territory, but not for long, as the Tigers regain possession. There's a long ball there.
That is Thea Nyman going in for the goal. It'll be no good.
Looks like a little stutter there. Maybe taking too much time on that shot. Just need a quick touch and a rip. That'll be a goal kick for the Susquenita keeper, Mara Bradney.
Susquenita defense is doing a great job, though, keeping the East Tigers out for the most part.
Especially only one goal in 10 minutes of play. Don't see that too often by the Tigers. They like to get out early, score a couple goals in the first couple minutes. But Susquenita only holding them to one so far. Actually, great job by them.
That'll be a corner kick.
So we have a corner kick by the Tigers. What kind of set piece they run on this. Potentially getting a goal off of it. But of course, we'll have to watch to find out.
East Juniata runs a couple corner kick plays. One of them being where they have a girl go up fairly close to the corner and they'll pass it. The person kicking the corner kick will pass it to the girl that's coming up, and they'll pass it back to the girl that kicked the corner kick, and she normally sends it in.
That creates a lot of confusion on Susquenita's behalf, but they just tried the long ball and that kind of skimmed through the entire line there.
East Juniata will bring it back over to Susquenita's half of the field.
Something we've seen quite a bit. Remember, we are just about 12 minutes in. We do have a goal already. Looks like East Juniata is playing a little bit more possession than trying to score goals early.
That's where the Susquenita offense has to come in and take the ball when East Juniata is playing with it in the back.
Looks like that just about happened, but of course East Juniata regains possession. Susquenita is playing a sweeper tonight, so that'll definitely stop a lot of East Juniata's through balls. But of course, East Juniata's passing. Hopefully they could just pass right around that defense and do an open goal.
Right there, Susquenita only had one girl playing up, so that might be something they try to work on for the next half.
Yeah, you can see they're definitely playing more defensive, and one thing that sweeper might not come in handy for is some offsides. So we might not see too much of that on EJ's half with that sweeper. Here we'll have another throw-in by the Tigers. Looks like that was McDonald over there on the far side.
Yeah, the Susquenita defender there did a good job of kicking it out for a throw-in and not making it a corner kick.
Attempted shot there deflected by the Blackhawks.
Susquenita trying to transition up the field. See if they can get something going here. There's a nice through ball there to the corner.
Susquenita hasn't been up in EJ's half of the field too much, but with that play there, they brought themselves up to inside the 18. Definitely not playing as much possession as the Tigers. They're trying the long through balls, long passes. So.
That could work sometimes if you get a quick break and send a long through ball, and then it's a foot race after that.
Remember, the East Juniata defense hasn't given up too many goals. They definitely have a strong defense in the back, but if you can get someone beat, definitely a chance for a goal for the Blackhawks. There was a nice cross from the Tigers.
Thea Nyman will try to take it in.
Looks like Swartz was there trying to shield. Couldn't get a foot on the ball. Another East Juniata throw-in. It'll be McDonald taking it on the far side. Keep trying to find Swartz down there. She's the one they look for a lot. Now, she is a senior this year. So, unfortunately, we won't see her back next year. But definitely a key player for East Juniata.
That is an East Juniata goal by number 9, Thea Nyman.
So that'll be the second goal
East
for
Juniata
the
goal
Tigers.
by number 9, Thea Nyman.
Just about 25 minutes remaining in the first half. Already off to a strong start.
Playing hard, White. You're doing good.
Susquenita defense is doing a pretty good job trying to keep them out, but there's just times where East Juniata finds a little gap to slip in and take a quick shot. Susquenita will try to play it in the back here.
Now last year, Thea Neiman, who just scored, was 4th in the league for goals as she had 14. This year, starting the game, she had 17. So already ahead of where she was at last year. And Haley Swartz, of course, she has 27 on the year. So we're definitely looking for quite a few more goals from the Tigers as they try to shut out the Blackhawks. And you did mention the Tigers made it pretty far last year. What did you say they went?
They were 4th in the state last year, and I'm pretty sure they won districts.
And that was single A, so.
Yep.
So definitely a well put together team. And you know, to have that good of a record, you definitely need a lot of team chemistry. Girls that have played together for a while know, talk to each other often, to have a good relationship.
East Juniata, I'd say, has been a powerhouse over the last 8 years, maybe more. They just always play well together and know how to move the ball and pass really well.
Susquenita to get it back into Tiger territory. That pass didn't look like it was going to anyone. So the Blackhawks looking for a through ball down the middle. Definitely not going to get through that East Juniata defense, though. That long through ball, which is 5 Tigers down there stopping that. The Blackhawks getting a little bit more possession. Still doesn't look like the Tigers are slowing down at all, though, so we'll see if the Blackhawks can keep stepping up here. Looking for an early goal would be key, as 2-0 is not the greatest start, but is definitely beatable.
Last year, it looks like East Juniata scored 83 goals in the league. And this year, they already scored 117.
So they're already pushing their way up a ton from last year.
They are. As we look across the field here, it looks like the Greenwood boys team just arrived.
Of course, we will be broadcasting that right after this as they take on the Wildcats of Halifax.
Should be another good game.
That should be a close one as both teams are close in the rankings. Greenwood is 15-0 in the league, though. So definitely 2 great teams going to go at it at 7:30. So be sure to tune in to Trojan Sports Network. after this game to watch that one. Looks like Thea Neiman will come off the field. Long throw by McDonald there. So McDonald will drop it back. Looks like the Tigers will look to switch the field. Couldn't find another Tiger. At least Juniata plays physical as always. You've seen that a lot, Maddie.
Yes.
They're an extremely physical team. Here's Carly Beaver for the throw-in. East Juniata is definitely a team that likes to check to the ball. A lot of times you see teams that just stand there and wait for it. East Juniata is definitely not that kind of team.
Nope.
Looked like that was a shot on goal, but a save by the Susquenita goalkeeper, Mara Bradney. She is only a sophomore. You don't see too many sophomore starting varsity keepers, especially in a league championship game. But
No, that's a big task being goalie.
you've done it a little before, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe like freshman year.
They needed someone.
Yeah. What about you? What can you say from your keeper experiences?
It's rough. It's very rough. There was another foul on the Tigers there as Blackhawks will take another free kick.
That's something you don't see too much from the East Juniata girls. They're very aggressive, but they normally do keep it pretty clean.
Nice move there by Swartz.
She's another key player of the East Juniata offense. She's so quick, and her shots are always on point. She is a senior as well.
Right there was a cross by Leah Sankey. Couldn't find another East Juniata Tiger. So the Blackhawks will take another goal kick. So we can definitely expect Mara Bradney, the Susquenita goalkeeper, to get a lot of action tonight.
Her goal kicks go pretty far.
There are some pretty decent goal kicks.
I feel like you don't typically see a keeper taking a lot of the goal kicks. That's something that we never had. We always like to keep our keeper in the goal.
Very understandable. I always like to take mine because I knew where they would go.
Ooh. That is another East Juniata goal.
And that was by number 19, Leah Sankey.
There was another cross
Goal by
there.
number 19, Leah Sankey.
That was her first goal of the night. That'll make it East Juniata 3, Susquenita 0.
18 and a half minutes to play in the first half.
So the EJ Tigers so far have taken 9 shots, 3 of which were goals. So definitely a very accurate team. Blackhawks will pass that right back to the Tigers. There's Swartz being aggressive once again. Blackhawks are just cleared up the field.
Key player for Susquenita is sophomore number 7, Elizabeth Harbold. She is a defender, but I know especially against us, there are times where she carried the ball up the field and she's just very quick. And when she takes shots, they're typically very accurate.
So that could be a player to watch tonight.
Yep, she is a right defender.
Lee Sankey with another shot that's wide left of the goal. So once again, another Susquenita goal kick. If you're just tuning in with us now, don't forget to tune back in to Children's Sports Network after this game for the Greenwood and Halifax championship game as well. And of course, trophy presentations will happen in between the game for the girls and afterwards for the boys.
Boys game will be starting at 7:30.
7:30. That was a nice turn by Sankey. That'll be Beaver through the uprights.
Field goal is good.
Unfortunately, the goal is not. So that'll result in another Susquenita goal kick. There was a goal kick that was not by Bradney.
That was by.
Is that the defender you were talking about?
Yeah, that's Elizabeth Harbold. Look at her. She's
very
so quick.
Small, but very quick.
She is.
Oh, she's just running down the Tigers there. Oh, that'll be through the hands of Mara Bradney for another East Juniata goal. And I believe that was number 10.
East Juniata goal by number 10, Kirsten Fogel.
There you go, Kirsten Fogel, who had 22 goals to start the night.
She is only a sophomore, too.
So she's definitely going to be a key player the next couple years for the Tigers. Got to remember Haley Swartz, though, being a senior. She leads the league in goals. So especially with those two players right there, it's just big goal-scoring opportunities.
Looks like East United will be losing 5 seniors next year. But I think even next year they'll still be a powerhouse in the league.
Especially with the juniors and the sophomores they have in right now, getting the varsity experience early. Definitely helps.
Looks like they have 4 juniors starting and 3 sophomores starting. And they have a whole other list of sophomores after that.
There was a great save by Bradney there, but a follow-up by number 19, Leah Sankey.
She's a sophomore as well.
19, Leah Sankey.
That'll be the 5th goal for the Tigers early in this game. Just over 15 minutes left remaining in the first half. So to kick off now will be number 23, Caitlin Frankhauser. She is a freshman. So there's a freshman on the Blackhawks team.
Something that Susquenita has to do here is not get down on themselves. They have to just keep playing, and there's still lots of game to play. So I think can happen.
Definitely still a chance for Susquenita to come back and prove the Tigers wrong if they get the W. There's another save for Bradney.
I mean, even if Susquenita scores, that could be just a little bit of a win in itself, considering that they don't have too many shots scored on them.
Yeah, Kayla Forey back there has not had any action yet this game. So she definitely looking a little anxious there.
She stands far outside the 18. She has made her way back closer to the goal, and now she's coming back out.
Oh, that'll be a trip from Susquenita. Definitely a foul there.
Number 18, Hannah Jacob.
And number 11, Claire Geyer, slow to get up. Looks like she'll be shaken up a little bit, but she'll be fine. As Carly Beaver will be back to take this free kick for the Tigers. I believe it's their first of the game. Seen a couple from Susquenita. I believe that's the first from EJ.
East Juniata still dominating the Susquenita half of the field. That will be a missed kick by Sam Schreibler, who will try to take it out, punch it back up the field.
Something I like to call a whiff.
Whiff, yeah.
So our expectations for this game were a little bit closer than what it is right now. Definitely not surprising, though, seeing what the Tigers have coming into this game.
Another thing that could be affecting the players, too, is how cold it is.
It's a nice and partly sunny 50 degrees here in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania.
That's cold for me.
Wait a couple more weeks.
Yeah, I'm good.
Here's a corner kick by Carly Beaver. Well, that'll be a nice ball right over the head of Mara Bradney, and a nice finish by the Tigers. So that'll be number 10, Kirsten Fogel.
That's a hat trick for number 10, Kirsten Fogel.
That'll be her third of the game for a hat trick.
I will make the score East Juniata 6, Susquenita nothing, with just over 12 minutes to play in the first half.
A hat trick in the first 28 minutes of this game. Not something you see very often, but you can tell Fogel's definitely trying to catch up with Swartz there on the leaderboard.
Something interesting about the Susquenita team actually is that Newport combines with Susquenita, so you'll see some Newport players on this Susquenita team.
Something we'll actually be doing with Millersburg in these next couple of years as the merger was approved. Expected to happen in 3 to 4 years.
We'll be combining with all sports, though.
Might be a tough transition, but definitely work through it.
Looks like Susquenita Newport make it work, so.
Yeah, especially coming into the TVL championship. Huge accomplishment for them right there. Well, looks like that ball will result in an East Juniata goal kick. That would be the first of the game. Kayla Forey back to take this one. Looks like she might be a keeper that likes to take her own goal kicks. She is a lefty, though. Good ball there. That makes it about near the 35-yard line. So again, we see an East Juniata throw-in. Always trying to find Swartz on that. She is very quick, has a lot of ball skill.
There we go, Susquenita taking the ball. Trying to transition up the field to get a goal. That was Zia.
Zia Gonchnar. I had to help you a little bit there, Maddie.
Yeah.
That's fine. It was Sankey with a pass to Swartz. Swartz will beat 2.
That looked like it could have maybe been an offsides call.
That was very close. I was thinking the exact same thing.
They did not get the call, though. These officials, though, tonight are probably some of the best ones that, at least in my opinion, that I think that we've had in the league so far.
Remember, if you do want to be a PIAA official and officiate high school soccer, we will be playing a video in halftime on how to do that. That video actually features me, so I would listen to it.
I know that's one thing that PIAA has been struggling with is finding refs. They've been short on refs, and there's been a couple nights where some of them have been doing 2 games a night. So they could definitely use the help.
Well, if you want more information, watch the video at halftime to find out how to become a PIAA official.
And you can listen to Colton some more.
It's a good voice. Here's East Juniata in their backfield. Like I said earlier, playing a lot of possession.
Elizabeth Harbold is kicked the ball out, took it away from East Juniata, but that will be an East Juniata throw-in.
She got a little stuck there. It's like her white jersey might be getting a little green.
At least it's not raining, because there's been a lot of soccer games played this year in the rain.
You had one that was looked like a flood.
Oh, we had two that were floods. They were both against Millersburg, too. That'll be a long ball sent into East Juniata territory.
Something the Susquenita likes to do is send those through balls in the air. Not working so far this game. But here's Sankey. She'll carry. So she'll probably be looking for Schwartz. Yeah, she
Send
will.
her to the corner.
That'll be kicked out for a throw-in.
But number 19, Elena Kitchman, who is the left forward for Susquenita. She is just a freshman. We will have an East Juniata corner kick here.
Looks like that's number 33.
Madison Hood, right?
Coudray.
Man, I'm really bad at these names. That'll not result in a goal for East Juniata, and just through the uprights again. We have 7 minutes to play here left in the first half of the game. It's still East Juniata 6, Susquenita nothing.
So while we're waiting on the school kick, we will go down the league stats from this year so far. Scoring leaders. Obviously, that is led by Haley Swartz with 59 points, 27 goals, and 5 assists. Next in line is Kirsten Fogel, who has 54 points, 22 goals, and 10 assists. And in third is Thea Neiman, 45 points, 17 goals, and 11 assists. So 3 Susquenita players ranking in the top 3 spots. Definitely a reason that they were looking to come into this game strong, as we don't see Susquenita on here very much. Michaela Nicholson, who is a sophomore, is on the leaderboard for assists with 4. And obviously, Mara Bradney for the keeper leaders. She has a 75.65% save percentage. So it's definitely East Juniata dominating the league, as we saw. They're 12-0 in the league, 18-0 overall, with just tons of goals scored.
144.
144 goals
and only
overall.
allowed 8.
That's
overall.
crazy. A lot of respect for the Tigers with that. Tigers trying to play possession in their own backfield, but that'll be stolen by number 20.
Susquenita trying to make something out of this possession here. But it'll be taken away by the East Juniata defense.
So it looked like Susquenita might have had a little bit of a break there. Couldn't keep with it, though, as EJ finds Swartz.
They're doing something, though, that we did not do when we played East Juniata, and that's getting some breaks down the field. Which that can be a confidence boost.
I remember Susquenita is 6-6 in the league, so definitely lopsided to East Juniata, who's 12-0. So
they only scored 25 goals and allowed 32.
So that's definitely a lopsided number, as the Tigers, you said earlier, were just completely destroying in goals scored and barely any in goals against. But here's a break for the Tigers, which is taken away. There's a nice outside touch there by number 10.
As we're looking at the stats here, something else that surprises me is that Lime Mountain finished ahead of Juniata in the league. Juniata has also been a powerhouse, but over the last couple years here, it looks like they lost a couple key players, so that could have affected how they played this year.
There was a dangerous play on the Blackhawks. Fell to the ground, trying to play it on the ground. So it'd be a free kick for the Tigers. Looks like the keeper orders up a 3-man wall. 3-woman wall, I apologize.
This would be an indirect kick taken by number 20, Alyssa Robinson, who's a
Field goal's
sophomore.
good.
No goal.
Through the uprights. So that will result in a goal kick from Mar Braden.
Just over 3 minutes here in the first half. Will be a goal kick. And East Juniata will just take control of the ball again.
Of course, that's Swartz down there. Controlling a lot of the ball.
Through ball.
Oh, she'll look for a cross. That was to number 19, Leah Sankey.
Is that her 4th goal? Was she the one with the hat
I think 3rd.
3rd?
Kirsten Fogel was the one with the hat trick.
Okay.
PJ goal number 19, Leah Sankey. That's another hat trick.
So now we have 2 East Juniata players with hat tricks. Still in the first half.
Kirsten Fogel and also Leah Sankey.
That'll make the score East Juniata 7, Susquenita 0, with just 2.5 minutes left.
Now something odd here, Leah Sankey actually is not in the leaderboard for goals, but she just had 3. So, a little surprising there.
That's something about East Juniata. They have so many talented players that at any moment can go up and try to score a goal. There's Elizabeth Horbold again, running down the sideline, trying to catch up to the East Juniata girl.
So that'll result in a corner kick for the Tigers. Something else you don't see in a regular league game is there are 3 refs now, so definitely some more eyes out there finding those fouls, keeping it under control. Not sure the number on this corner kick.
That'll result in another corner kick for East Juniata as the goalie, Susquenita's goalie, could not grab it in time.
Looks like she kind of just gave up after that went through, knowing it was going out. Oh, here's the play you were talking about.
Yeah, this is a very tricky play. So something that the refs said too, I guess a defender has to be 10 yards from the corner, but the offender can be as close as they want to the corner kick. So that's another thing that really got us too, is you can't really defend that. And then when you go up, they just pass around you and send it in.
There's number 5 from East Juniata. She has a nice cross right along the 6.
That'll be another East Juniata goal
by Brianna Henry.
She's a new one that scored.
She is a sophomore, a forward, and that's her first goal of the game, like you said. So that was deflected off of Bradney, but then right back to Henry as she completed the shot for the second time.
We have halftime approaching here.
That'll be it for the first half. East Juniata 8, Susquenita 0. We're going to take a halftime break, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. You're watching Trojan Sports Network.
Please feel free to visit the concession stand at the south end of the stadium at halftime and throughout
The Three Tree Hunting Lodge is located in Plains, Montana. We offer wildlife viewing, hikes, and hunting trips. A booking deposit of 25% is needed 90 days after booking. Our hunts include meals, lodging, and transportation to and from the Missoula Airport. We are surrounded by scenic mountains and pine forests in beautiful Big Sky country. Our lodge, built in 2014, offers custom and handcrafted rooms and furnished by local artisans.
Fry's Flooring, located on 7 East Main Street, Elizabethville, PA 17023. Fry's Flooring offers the brands you've come to know and trust because they offer style, quality, value, and the best warranties in the business. On display in their showroom, you will find a wide selection of carpet, ceramic, and porcelain tiles, beautiful hardwood floors, bamboo, and cork flooring, indoor and outdoor carpeting, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, and vinyl flooring.
Do you know someone or have a loved one that needs assistance? The goal of Homes Insight's employees is to increase your quality of life. The goal of Home Insight's employees is to increase your quality of life while also making sure your loved one is taken care of. Home Insight, located in Elizabethville, PA, provides many different services such as meal prep, transportation, companionship, and much more. If you're looking for a job, this company is willing to hire high school students. For more information, call 717-905-2452.
Need a fresh cut? Stop by the styling station in Lycans to fulfill all your hair care needs. Visit the styling station at 119 Main Street in Lycans.
Troutman's Buick GMC offers pre-owned, used, and new vehicles. Troutman's also offers new vehicle specials every week. Troutman's is open Monday through Friday 8:30 to 8 and Saturday 8:30 to 2. Does your car need fixed? Be sure to schedule an appointment at our service center.
Boyer's Grocery Market, located in Lycans, PA, offers both convenience and a wide selection of products. At Boyer's Food Markets, you will always find quality items and quality customer service. There are over 6,000 items on sale every day. Boyer's Food Markets, where the shopping is fast and saving money is easy.
Shop fast and save money at Boyer's.
Dairy Queen is located on Main Street in Lycans. Come here to please your sweet tooth with any one of the many blizzards, sundaes, milkshakes, or royal treats like a banana split or peanut buster. And don't forget about the $5 lunch served every day from 11 to 4. Always be checking in because hours are due to change depending on the season. See you there.
Is a local insurance company that was founded in 1986 when 3 separate local insurance companies decided to join forces and become what is now known as Daimler, Straub & Troutman. Being a partner in the Keystone Insurers Group assists them in their goal to provide its clients with a large array of quality choices within the insurance market. Still have questions? You can ask any of the local companies that are insured by Daimler, Straub & Troutman, such as Cuppy's Propane, Dairy Queen, or Halifax Area School District. Head over to their main office, which is located right across the street from Cuppy's on the Square in Elizabethville, or go online to www.dstinsurance.com.
For the very best in Italian cuisine and great tasting pizzas, there's just one place to go: JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House. There's something on our menu for everyone, including burgers and wings. We're open 7 days a week and all our food is made to order. Enjoy our friendly atmosphere when you dine in or order takeout to bring home a fantastic Italian meal. And let us make your next event something special with our catering services. Learn more by contacting JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House today.
Kerwin & Kerwin, attorneys at law, have been serving people in Dauphin County for over 70 years now. They are committed to providing quality, affordable services to businesses and individuals. Their areas of practice vary, including banking and finance law, administrative law, real estate, adoptions, personal injury, Social Security disability, health insurance, and taxation law. Stop in the Elizabethville office Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., located on 4245 State Route 209 for legal assistance in any field.
Klinger Lumber Company is a family-owned and operated business serving the northern Dauphin County, PA for over 40 years. Klinger Lumber offers numerous services to all customers, including kitchen design, paint matching, estimating for building projects such as homes and decks, storm window and screen repair, and boom truck delivery. For all of your home improvement needs, visit Klinger Lumber Company at 3903 Route 225 in Elizabethville.
Do you think you or someone you know has what it takes to be the PIAA official and officiate high school soccer? The Tri-Valley Chapter.
Got here early to get those seats. Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Trojan Sports Network for the second half of the Susquenita East Juniata Tri-Valley League Championship game. Alongside me is my broadcast partner, Maddie Miller.
That's me.
Let's take a look at this halftime stats. The shots for Susquenita, 0. That mainly because of the strong East Juniata defense. And shots from East Juniata, racking up big with 21. 11 of those on goal. No saves from East Juniata, but 7 from Susquenita's Mara Bradney. No corners for Susquenita, as East Juniata has 6. And no yellow or red cards, which is a good thing.
East Juniata has 2 girls that have hat tricks in the first half of the game.
Kirsten Fogel and Leah Sankey. So
they're sophomores too.
So definitely a huge accomplishment for them, especially in a game like this. Second half kickoff is underway, as the Blackhawks will have that one. So small touches around in the backfield. Gets stolen there by Swartz. Bounced around a couple of times. East Juniata is going to regain possession. They're pushing their way down. And that's a shot by number 2. Paige Chrisman. Not on goal, though. So that'll be the 22nd shot for East Juniata. There's a goal kick by Forey. We've seen that a couple times.
I think there was only one time that Susquenita defender took the goal kick instead of the goalie. That would be number 9.
Thea Neiman.
Yeah. Trying to take the ball down.
Oh, nice cut back there. That would be a pass to Haley Swartz. Oh, she'll try for the Meg. No good, though. Trying to clear that ball out to the side. Not quite far enough. Is jugged down into the corner. That'll be Madison McDonald on that ball.
Something that East Juniata's Haley Swartz does is when she gets in the box, she plays around with it a little bit, and then we'll dish it out to teammate, try to cross it right away. But it's very hard to defend her because of her little moves that she does.
Definitely an easy way to get goals that way. We haven't seen too much Blackhawk possession so far, as a possession time for the Tigers in the first half was roughly 25 minutes compared to 15. East Juniata possession game so far. Of course, that's what they like to do. They're passing, a lot of possessing, not too many through balls or balls in the air. See a lot of low, quick passes, something East Juniata is known for. There's going to be a throw-in. I believe the first throw-in in the half. This will be by Madison McDonald.
Alyssa Hibbs for East Juniata, who is a senior. She is a defender. She gets a lot of balls back. Lead them to the middle of the field and even up further into the field. Clears very well too, and has some pretty good footwork. This will be Susquenita throw-in by number 7 Elizabeth Harbold to try to get something going here down on the East Juniata half of the field. Be another throw-in by Elizabeth Harbold again, down towards the corner. Will be a far thrown into the box. And it's taken out by an East Juniata defender. Now East Juniata trying to transition up the field. Thea Newman passing the ball to the center of the field, and it's a foot race now for East Juniata.
Well, there's Swartz again. You've seen her with the ball quite often. Looks like she'll take a little toe poke shot.
Our score still remaining 8-0 East Juniata. About 5 minutes into the second half here. A reminder, after this game, we have the Greenwood boys and Halifax boys playing at 7:30 for the Tri-Valley League Championship as well.
That one's not so lopsided as the records for these teams are a little bit closer. Give me a minute, I'll get my stats out. So here comes an East Juniata throw, and this will be by Beaver. Taking all the throw-ins on the far side of the field. That'll be the top half of your screen. That ball will roll out and will result in an East Juniata corner. We've seen quite a few of those earlier this game. First one this half, though, as we're just over 5 minutes in.
The East Juniata team finishes their corners very well. Instead of trying to kick it in, they'll just put their whole body in front of the ball and just run into the goal if they have to.
Well, here's another short one. That'll be to Neiman. She'll use the left foot, try to cross that and deflect it off. Susquenita player, though. Trying to push the ball around through the middle of the field. That'll be a nice touch, number 11 there. She'll take a shot just over the crossbar. That shot will be no good, as Susquenita will take another goal kick.
Susquenita defense is doing a pretty good job not hanging their heads with this game, with having 8 goals against them. They're still keeping the pressure up and doing everything they can to get that ball out.
There's another throw in. Looks like that'll be Beaver. Pass to Swartz, trying to get it back to her. An incomplete pass there, as that would be a football term.
That'll be Alyssa Hibbs again getting the ball, playing it back to another East Juniata defender, and transitioning up the field yet again.
So a couple scores from earlier this season, games from East Juniata and Susquenita. First game they played against each other was September 6th. It was a little rough for the Blackhawks as East Juniata had this shutout, 10-0. So definitely a high-scoring game there. And then the 19th, a little bit closer. Not too close, though, as East Juniata would win that one 10-1. So definitely a little lopsided there, as it's 8-0 already. 8 minutes into the second half of this game.
Here's another throw in by Elizabeth Horbold. And just barely keep that one in.
Looks like number 20 there might have tripped on the field there.
That is Madison Blyler.
Here comes East Juniata down the field. That'll be Tia Neiman. But that ball will be kicked out by number 19, Elena Kitchman.
Another key player for Susquenita is 20, Madison Blyler, who is only a sophomore. She's very quick on the field as well, and occasionally gets a couple through balls. And Susquenita player that has the ball right now is Sam Schreibler. She is actually from Newport.
So we have seen quite a few underclassmen here on this Susquenita team, something we don't see too much from the Tigers, except for a select number of sophomores. But definitely seniors and juniors dominating. Here's a throw-in on the Tiger half the field from the Blackhawks. That'll be a short throw, dropping down in the corner. Cleared out by the Tigers. It'll be out of bounds. Another Susquenita throw-in. It'll be number 13, Rachel Sakio. Once again, cleared by the Tigers. Definitely not trying to have Forey take any shot.
This might be the longest that Susquenita offense was on the East Juniata half of the field, but now East Juniata is transitioning up the field again. And we have the Neiman going.
Oh, just a step off sides there. A little too quick for that pass. Definitely a tough call there by the far side referee. Definitely just about a half step of an offsides call. Very close, though. And that was Tia Neiman. So.
Elizabeth Harbaugh is taking the kick again for the offsides kick. See if they can get something going off for this kick here. It'll be
short ball.
Short ball, yeah. Possessed by East Juniata again, Thea Neiman. And
there's Swartz with her skill move. She'll take a shot. Stopped there by Mara Bradney. She'll rack up quite a few more saves early this second half. She hasn't given up a goal yet. Nice punt there. Bouncing about the 42-yard line.
The possessed again by East Juniata. Looks like they're playing with it a little bit in the backfield. Trying to just move the ball around a little bit.
Definitely not trying to keep it back there as they're just clearing it out as much as they can. Oh, there was a nice touch by the Tigers, though.
Doesn't seem like East Juniata is really letting up at all. That will be a foul called. Susquenita's kick. Looks like it'll be taken by Zia.
See, she has a knee brace on, so.
Yeah, she was out the last time we played them, which I think was about 2 weeks ago. She got hurt when we played them the first time, but it's good she's back again.
Definitely one of the key players for Susquenita.
That's a nice ball.
Great ball. And there's Kayla Forey's first save of the game. Blackhawks will take this one back. Hasn't been on East Juniata's side of the field in a little bit. Something we haven't seen this game. Here are the quick East Juniata defenders coming back. Oh, I'm sorry, that's an offensive player. That'll be a cross almost to the feet of Thea Neiman for the result in a corner kick.
Corner kick off of Harbaugh.
Looks like this will be number 35. Sorry, maybe 33. Madison Coudray. That was Claire Geyer trying to head that. No good, though. As the Tigers would kick it over the goal once again. Another Susquenita goal kick. Haven't seen too many far goal kicks. We've seen a couple by Forey, hers going the 30, even the 40-yard line. Pretty far goal kicks, but
that'll be possessed by Thea Neiman.
Down to McDonald. She'll find Swartz. Of course, using her skill move, something she's very good at. Talented soccer player.
East Juniata crosses the ball in. That's something else I noticed about the East Juniata offense. They don't, when they get the ball close to the goal, they don't rush it. They take their time and try to make a nice play out of it to get the goal. They don't try to rush to get a goal really quickly.
Well, there's another goal kick for the Blackhawks. Quickly turned over to the Tigers.
Susquenita not able to make anything here. Barely crossing the East Juniata half of the field.
Dropping back to the Susquenita defense. She'll try to clear it up to Claire Geyer. Nice shield there by the Tigers. They know that's completely legal.
East Juniata trying to take the ball into the corner and see if they can send the ball in here. It'll be a no goal, resulting in another Susquenita goal kick. Looks like East Juniata will have a sub here, taking out Thea Niemand.
I don't think she's been out yet this game. She has. It's only been once. So.
Looks like she's being replaced by Kirsten Fogel.
Who, like we said earlier, is the second goal scorer in the league.
Only a sophomore, too.
Definitely a key player there. A sophomore being number 2 on the leaderboard for most goals. You don't see that too often, but here's McDonald. She'll rip a shot right to Susquenita goalkeeper, Mara Bradney.
That's why I think East Juniata will still be a powerhouse in the league and overall in the next couple years here, because they have these sophomores who are just hammering these goals and making goals every game.
There's a handball by East Juniata, which will result in a Susquenita goal kick, and this will be taken by
Elizabeth Horbold again.
A name we've heard a couple times tonight. Definitely one of Susquenita's key players in the defensive end of things.
I like Elizabeth Horbold. Talked to her a little bit during some of our games, and she's a good player. She has good sportsmanship, and she's very quick at only a sophomore.
Looks like both these teams are having some pretty good sportsmanship. We haven't seen too many fouls. There's East Juniata clearing the ball out. Like I said earlier, it's just what they try to do. If it gets inside the 18, just clear it out. There's a nice through ball. That'll be to number 12. Or number 10, I'm sorry, Kirsten Fogel. But a nice save there by Bradney. Diving save there.
That'll be East Juniata corner kick again. See if they can get another goal here. But I think the Susquenita goalie is doing a great job keeping her head up. You know, she's getting pounded with these goals, but still making some great saves.
Now, she did have 87 saves to start the game, so that definitely went up quite a few. Might be close to 100 if she's not already at it. So definitely a great job to her. East Juniata. There's Susquenita clearing that ball out. And there's Beaver. She loses it. Deflection right back off her, and she'll find her teammate up the sideline. That'll be Swartz. Nice touch over her head. On, here comes East Juniata again. The cross. And the shot.
Will be saved by Susquenita's goalie.
That shot was taken by number 2, Paige Chrisman. Seen a couple shots by her tonight.
I'd like to give a shout out to Ashley Hobbs, who is currently listening to us. She said that we were doing a great job commentating this game.
Well, thank you, Ashley. Maddie doesn't do this very often.
Nope. It's, I think my second or third time.
It's weird. I'm the one that requested you.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. Susquenita back on East Juniata's half the field here. Score still 8-0 East Juniata with about 20 minutes to play here in the second half. Looks like the boys' soccer teams are warming up on the other side of the field. Greenwood and Halifax.
Definitely looking for a little bit of a better game there.
Yeah, should be closer. And here we have Zia whose last name I can never pronounce, trying to take the ball up the field.
Gotchner.
I'll get that right eventually.
So as you were talking about the boys, it'll be Halifax and Greenwood. Halifax is coming into this game with 12 league wins and 2 losses. And Greenwood with 14 league wins and no losses. So definitely a lot closer than this East Juniata Susquenita matchup. A little bit of a more exciting game. Greenwood is actually 18-0 overall, and Halifax is 16-2. So definitely looking for a good game there. Be sure to tune in after this at 7:30 for that matchup.
What can you say about your experiences playing those two teams?
Definitely well put together. Greenwood, a little rough. We played them on Tuesday.
For senior night, right?
Yeah, senior night. That score was 3-0. One of the goals was on a PK, though, so sometimes I don't like to count. I know it counts. But
why didn't she block that one, Colton?
Luke Myers took it. He's a friend of mine. I let him have it.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, I know.
I wouldn't tell Zig that.
Actually, he's listening right now.
All right, Zig, well, there you have it. Colton let PK end during your Greenwood game because kid was his friend.
Well, here's Susquenita.
Elizabeth Horbold again, clearing the ball up into the East Juniata half of the field.
There's McDonald. Show a little bit of cutback there. That will be knocked out of bounds by number 10, Kirsten Fogel. We've seen a little bit of her tonight.
Susquenita will have a sub here. And looks like Horbold will be throwing the ball in again. Her throw-ins are pretty good. Some of them go pretty far, and looks like Susquenita will send the ball into the East Juniata goalie, and
Kayla Ford.
Yep, her punts go very far.
That was her second save of the half, second save of the game.
Yep.
As a matter of fact,
her punts make it over half field most of the time, and we have an East Juniata player here. Shot and will be blocked by the Susquenita goalie. That'll result in a East Juniata corner kick again. Susquenita goalie still keeping her head up here.
It looks like this corner kick will be taken by Beaver. Carly Beaver, that is. Something we see from East Juniata is a lot is that corner kick going in the middle of the field. And there's a goal kick by Bradney. And that'll roll out of bounds. So there's the ball into Swartz. Swartz will pass it in the middle. Shot by Chrisman will be deflected by Susquenita. Back to Chrisman. And here's Fogel. She'll have a shot deflected off of Susquenita once again. That'll roll out on Susquenita's behalf, and it'll be an East Juniata throw-in. There's McDonald. She has a nice throw-in. She'll find Swartz, who finds Fogel. Back to 33. She'll look for a switch on the field. Deflection off of East Juniata. They're trying to regain possession here. Definitely some fast defenders on the Susquenita end of things. But that ball will roll out of bounds for another East Juniata throw-in. This will be to Swartz. She'll touch it to her left foot, have a shot. and just left of the goal. So we'll see another Susquenita goal kick here by Mara Bradney. 15.5 minutes remaining in this game. Then, of course, afterwards, we'll have Greenwood and Halifax for the boys Tri-Valley League Championship game. Hoping for that one to be a little bit closer. Here's McDonald for the throw-in. She'll try to find Swartz, but that's just a little short. Susquenita's pushing their way up the field now. Just one defender to beat. Tries to get the little nutmeg. No good, though. That'll be deflected off of McDonald. Susquenita pushing their way back. This will be hardballed again. There's a nice throw, but fortunately not far enough, as East Juniata will take over. But right back to Susquenita. The ball's staying in Susquenita's half a little bit longer, especially longer than what it did in the first half. So definitely a good job by Susquenita not dropping their heads like we may have expected after those first couple goals were scored. It is still 8-0 with 14 minutes remaining. So we'll definitely see if East Juniata is trying to score some more goals or if they're letting up a little bit. But from past experience watching this team, they just like to score. They don't typically let up too much. As this will be a nice pass to Fogel. She'll have a shot deflected off of Susquenita. And a corner kick. This will be taken by number 33, Madison Coudray. Sorry, she'll actually come out of the game. So here's a East Juniata corner kick. Unfortunately, do not have a number on this one yet. Looks like it might be number 18. Which will be Maren Varner. And she'll have a corner right to the legs of Mara Bradney, as she'll squeeze that one in between. Bradney coming out for the punt once again. A little bit better than the last one, as that one was about at the 44-yard line. Also, Susquenita using skill moves now. Oh, there's a push by Chrisman. A little bit of a rough play, as Susquenita will take a free kick. Looks like Hardball will be up to take that one. Looks like a little far back, maybe 5 yards short from where the foul occurred. There's a kick by Hardball. That'll be to the feet of Chrisman. She'll clear it out. Oh, and the East Juniata offense coming up strong. But not as strong as that Susquenita defense. So seeing East Juniata throwing here. Sub coming on for Chrisman. Maybe as a result of that last foul. Not sure though. Nice throw there by the Tigers. Looks like number 25, Celia Monero. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. It is a far view. But there was a foul there, so that might have been a push in the back by the Tigers. Hardball will be back to take this one. come the Tigers, back pushing up. Definitely some extremely fast offensive players from the Tigers. Susquenita's pushing their way back down the field. Oh, that's a nice switch to her left foot there. It'll be number 23. Here's 22. Excuse me, for East Juniata. She'll cross that ball through near the corner. This will be 25. A little pull back from Susquenita, too big. This will be number 5, Emily Wirt. I haven't seen too much of her on the left side. This East Juniata defense. But here's Vogel. She has a nice pass. Wide open shot. That'll be saved by Mara Bradney. So she's definitely racking up quite a few more than in the first half. So here's Wirt. Something I've seen from her earlier this year is her throw-ins. Definitely has a lot of long throw-ins, accurate. Key player in the defensive end of the field. That'll be clear out by Harbold. That'll be back to 40. Might count that as the 3rd save. Seen a couple of her punts so far this game. That one was about to the 50, so definitely a big leg by Forey, as she is the #1 keeper in the league thus far. That'll be deflection off East Juniata. Substitutions on the field for Susquenita. Here's the throw, nice trap. Here by Susquenita. They'll keep possession. East Juniata playing a little bit more physical. Neither team giving up though. That's definitely a good thing. Be number 3 on the defensive end. Back to the Susquenita sweeper. Something we don't see too often in soccer, but it definitely occurs, is a sweeper. Something my team actually didn't start out with at the beginning of the year, but then went to later. In my opinion, worked a whole lot better. But here's Susquenita. Trying to take some one-on-ones or one-on-twos, but not successful. An East Juniata player tying her cleats, so there was a big touch there by number 16, Gabby Kitchman. Forey will keep that in as she uses her big punts to her advantage. East Juniata regaining possession. Like I said earlier, a lot of quick players, a lot of good passes by East Juniata, something they're known for. Crossing in the middle field, shot from outside the 18, saved by Bradney. That was a shot by Mara Brubaker. She is a sophomore and a forward. So we haven't seen her too much. Might see her quite a bit more in the last 5.5 minutes of this game. There's 25. She'll try to have a pass to Fogel, but it'll be taken. But regained possession by Brubaker. Susquenita definitely picking up on these passes. Is Elizabeth Harbold is right on top of that one. And remember, she is a sophomore. She is a defender, so you'll definitely see more of her in the next 2 years. Definitely heard some good things. But here's Vogel. She'll have a pass off. Number 15. She'll make some moves. Maybe a couple too many as that ball was cleared out by Susquenita. East Juniata definitely keep them possession. They're going to put that one back in. There's Brubaker once again. Defender right on Fogel. Like a little bit of a man mark, but might not be. Susquenita's pushing their way back. Seen quite a bit of that this game, just unfortunately couldn't finish as this game's still 8-0 with just about 4 minutes remaining. So if you tuned in late, remember to tune back in to watch the boys championship game, which will be featuring the Wildcats of Greenwood and the Wildcats of Halifax. So 2 Wildcats going at it for the league championship. As Greenwood's 14-0 in the league, Halifax 12-12, definitely looking for a better game. Sorry, 12-2. I apologize if I said 12-12. Thanks for the catch there, Patrick Bateman. Here's East Juniata keeping it on the Blackhawks half of the field. There's a big cross. That'll be off the knee of number 25, which again is Celia Monero. Susquenita looking for that long through ball once again. Looks like it's not going to work as that's met by number 17, Bill Ebright, who is a senior defender. Haven't seen too much of her tonight, but like I said, with time winding down, just 2.5 minutes remaining, might see a couple more of those players we don't typically see. Definitely not looking for a comeback here late in this game, but we will see Susquenita keep trying for one of those goals. That would be a big accomplishment on a team like this. They did have one on East Juniata earlier in the season on the 19th of September. So we'll see if they can put another one in the back of the net here. Games like this aren't games you typically want to be shutouts. A league championship game being 8-0. Huge accomplishment for East Juniata, but definitely a little upsetting for the Blackhawks. But they'll definitely keep pushing their way up. Well, that'll be a far shot, but a save by Forey. So minute 20 now left in the game. Another big pump by Forey. That might be her farthest of the night as that went to Susquenita's 46-yard line. So definitely a big foot. Here comes East Juniata. They're looking for one more. There's a nice cross there. Big touch. That'll go to the feet of Susquenita to clear it out. And there's a through ball that works. That one will be kicked off of work. All the 20 and then back off of work. So as time's winding down, we'll talk about the next game. It'll be Greenwood and Halifax. Halifax coming into this game 12-2 in the league, and Greenwood coming in 14-0. Definitely looking for a close game. Time's winding down, 15 seconds. East Juniata is still coming up. Won't be surprised if they want to take another shot. They do. That'll be off the crossbar and behind the goal as the clock's winding down. And that'll do it for this championship game. East Juniata 8, Susquenita 0. So congratulations to East Juniata girls for their second straight league title. Be sure to come back after this to watch the Greenwood and Halifax championship game. I'm Colton Gessner, and you are watching the Trojan Sports Network.
This time, how about if we have a nice round of applause for the Susquenita Lady Blackhawks. At this time, Athletic Director Mr. Travis Queasy will be presenting Val Dressler, head coach of the East Juniata Lady Tigers, with the TVAA Tri-Valley Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations, ladies. Again, if you're leaving, please exit through the north gate. Reminder that team personnel are the only people to be on the players' side of the field. In a few minutes, we need to start the clock so we can get the boys' game in.